All right, talking with Trey Mancini today, 8th round pick back in 2013. And of course, all bat, right? Coming out of the draft, mashed. But the knock on Trey Mancini, defense. Where was it? Had to work on it. So take us back in time, Trey, a little bit. 2013, get shipped off to short season.
Yep, Aberdeen.
And that's the talk. Who worked with you defensively at first base?
Well, I had a lot of people coming up through the system. Dave Anderson worked with me a lot. Kevin Bradshaw, he's the manager at Aberdeen now, actually. Yeah, the two of them really helped me out a lot. And I think the main thing coming out of the draft was my clock at first base. I really rushed a lot of plays. And first base is a position where you can kind of take your time a little bit on grounders, and you know, you want to make sure you secure the ball. That's the most important thing. So I really worked on you know, not going 100 miles an hour all the time out in the field.
How did you actually slow that down, though? Was it through repetition?
Through repetition, pretty much, yeah. Just practicing it every day in BP and doing early work before the game. And then after a while, it'll start to happen in the games. But it does take some time. And sometimes I still do, you know, rush some plays on double plays, per se, where I might have more time. You really want to make sure you catch the ball first and secure the ball and then make a good throw to second base. And, yeah, it's an everlasting process, pretty much, trying to slow yourself down.
Absolutely. So you do that in short season, but you climb the ladder through the minor leagues. Did you recognize the speed of the game as each level progressed?
Absolutely, yeah. Every level you go up, the game definitely speeds up, and you kind of have to adjust to that. And especially in Bowie and AA, the way the infield is there, they had that nice Bermuda grass. The ball really took off in the infield, so especially on grounders, you had even more time there. I'd say it got to you a little quicker. So that was good to be there, and I think that's where I really progressed a lot, was in Bowie a couple years ago.
So you're very athletic. You're a big guy. You obviously came up to the Orioles this season, and your first shot defensively was actually in the outfield, but lifetime first baseman. You make some great athletic plays over here, but what I recognize the most about you is your footwork around the base. And the Baltimore Orioles are blessed with some infielders with probably the strongest arms in the game. So your footwork better be right over here.
Exactly.
A couple nights ago, you made a play. Manny Machado cut one loose from the side and actually took you to the outfield side. Tell us about that type of footwork you use around the bag to make that play.
Manny has to charge, short hops it, and guns it to Mancini, who keeps his foot on the base. Wow. That footwork for Trey getting better and better.
Oh, it sure is.
Yeah, so on that one, you want to get squared up to whoever's throwing you the ball and get, I mean, you don't want to get down too low, but at least be in a position where you can move around, athletic position. And yeah, with this infield, they'll put it right there for you. But sometimes, you know, if the throw's a little off, you want to make that play for them, especially with how great defensively they are. You want to make scoops and plays like that. But yeah, you just get in a good athletic position, and wherever it takes you. On that play in particular, the one over here, I keep my right foot on this side of the bag, so it's easy to adjust. Like if it throws over here, I can just move it there, so you only have to move one direction essentially. And on a throw right there, my right foot was already here, so it just kind of took me that way, kept the foot on the bag, and just kind of use your limbs to stretch out and
so it's
try
a pivot.
To get it.
It's a pivot on just the right foot.
Yeah,
you never actually alternate feet.
Yeah, just a pivot on the right foot, and yeah, and I just bring my left leg over.
So that tells me that you're telling your infielders you can basically throw it in a span of maybe 12 feet to each side of the base, and you've got it covered.
Right, and that's what you want to do as a first baseman, is to catch everything they throw in your direction. And yeah, that's what I try to do. It's
pretty amazing that length you have. So if there's a ball, that throw that Manny Machado gave you the other day, it was out here, and you make it look pretty darn easy.
Right. And
I mean, that's quite a distance there. But you made a play where you actually fell. You caught the ball and you had full extension.
Yeah,
so that's an unbelievable amount of distance.
It's hard to imitate here without falling down. But yeah, that's the one where, yeah, you just try to keep your foot on the bag and stretch out as far as you can. And you know, I think another thing that maybe younger people do, and I did this when I was younger, is I mean, after catching the ball, if your foot comes off the bag, don't try to reach back for it, because the umpire might think that you think you missed it. But yeah, just catch the ball, you'll come off the bag, and then just start throwing it around, and then they'll usually call them out there.
So it's actually catching it on the way down to the ground,
right?
And the foot's
Exactly.
Still on the base.
Yeah, and don't try to reach back for the bag if it's already on there. So just start throwing the ball around.
That's a great tip. Yeah. Do you have anything else you work on when it comes across the diamond as far as where you want the ball, where do you want to catch it on your body?
I mean,
Or position yourself.
Yeah, so I mean, you want to be positioned to wherever it's thrown, and then you want to catch it. I mean, you want to have your arm extended and catch it out as far as possible, because, you know, on a close play, you want to catch it.
Okay, so that's a ball in the air.
as
What about these picks here? Like, what if there's a ball down in the dirt here?
Yeah, so I mean, you want to I think another thing I've really worked on is getting my head behind the ball on picks. Sometimes I used to like kind of bring my head up like that, and you're not going to make picks as much. So really getting your head down, and if your head's behind your glove, the ball's not going to hit you in the face, because you know you'd catch it before that would happen. So yeah, you really want to get down there and try to catch it as far out as possible. But sometimes on a long hop or so, you might want to, you know, bring it back closer to your body, make it easier on you. But yeah, you want to get out there as quick as possible, especially, and try to catch it on that short hop, because those are the easiest picks. Yeah, and I prefer to backhand the picks if possible. You know, sometimes you're going to have to go outside your foot, but if you can, yeah, I'm a big fan of the backhand picks and keeping it inside this left foot here.
Yeah, I think the key for most infielders, especially those tough picks at first base, getting those eyes behind the baseball.
Definitely.
And you're doing it so well right now. Very versatile. You're showing your athleticism. Playing the outfield for the Orioles, playing first base for the Orioles with Chris Davis on the disabled list, and of course, mashing Boom Boom Mancini right here on Break It Down with Bordick. Thanks a lot,
Thanks,
Trey.
Bordick. Appreciate it.